The story of Mother Teresa. Imagine a world where hunger is a constant companion, where families go to bed with empty stomachs, and children walk barefoot through crowded streets, searching for scraps to survive. It is the early 1900s, and the world is trapped in suffering. Disease spreads quickly in crowded neighborhoods, and medicine is a luxury few can afford. The sick and dying are often left alone, forgotten by society. The earth itself is merciless. When the rains fail, crops crack in the soil. When storms rage, homes are swept away, leaving families with nothing. Farmers pray for mercy. Mothers search for scraps to feed their children, and fathers look over ruined fields, powerless. Poverty is a shadow that stretches over entire villages, a constant reminder of how fragile life can be. It is in this harsh, unforgiving world, in the year 1910, that a little girl is born in the city of Skopje, in what is now North Macedonia. Her name is Agnes Gongsha Bojaksiu. She is not born into wealth or privilege, but into a family of deep faith. Her father, Nikola, is a businessman and a community leader, and her mother, Drain, is a woman of quiet, unwavering compassion. From a young age, Agnes learns that life is not about comfort or ease. Her mother teaches her, never eat a single mouthful unless you are sharing it with others. While other children dream of toys and games, Agnes dreams of serving others. She witnesses the pain of those around her, the beggars outside the churches, mothers weeping over their hungry children, the sick and unwanted left to struggle alone. These images burn themselves into her young heart, shaping a life that will one day change the world. Agnes is a bright, curious child. She loves to sing in the church choir and helps in parish activities. But life is not easy. When she is only 8 years old, tragedy strikes. Her father dies suddenly, leaving the family in poverty. Her mother, now a widow, works tirelessly to care for her children, but never stops teaching them the values of kindness and service. Agnes attends a primary school run by nuns, where she learns reading, writing, and history. She is a diligent student, but her heart is drawn to the suffering outside the classroom walls. By the age of 12, she feels a calling, a desire to dedicate her life entirely to God and to helping those in need. Every prayer, every quiet moment of reflection, strengthens this inner calling. As she grows older, Agnes joins a youth group where she prays, visits the sick, and collects food and clothing for the poor. These small acts of service deepen her faith and confirm her vision. Her life must be devoted to others. At 18, Agnes makes a courageous decision. She will not follow a conventional path to college or a career. Instead, she joins the Sisters of Loreto, a group of Catholic nuns who have been teaching and serving in India for nearly a century. First, she travels to Dublin, Ireland, to study English, preparing for the mission that awaits her. Then, in 1929, she boards a ship to India, leaving her home, her mother, and the life she knows behind. Her mother blesses her with words she will carry forever. Hold on to God's hand, and even if you walk alone, He will guide you. Agnes begins her training in Darjeeling, learning discipline, prayer, and the daily life of a nun. 2 years later, she takes her first vows and adopts the name Teresa, inspired by Saint Teresa of Lisieux, whose life showed that even small acts of love could change the world. Now, Sister Teresa is ready to begin her work in Calcutta, a city overflowing with people, poverty, and suffering. In Calcutta, Sister Teresa begins teaching at St. Mary's High School for Girls. She is a patient, kind, and talented teacher, beloved by her students. She teaches geography, history, and religious studies, but more importantly, she teaches kindness, empathy, and service. She tells her students, success means nothing without compassion. Yet each day, the streets outside the school reveal a world of suffering. Children lie sick on pavements, mothers beg for food, and families sleep under open skies. The contrast between the order and privilege of her classroom and the suffering outside weighs heavily on her heart. Sister Teresa begins helping quietly, sharing food, comforting the sick, and involving her students in acts of service. She knows that teaching alone is not enough. Love must be lived. By 1937, she takes her final vows, dedicating her life fully to God. From that moment, she is known as Mother Teresa. In 1946, while traveling by train for a spiritual retreat, Mother Teresa experiences a profound moment that will change her life forever. Sitting in prayer. She hears what she later calls the call within a call. She feels God asking her to leave the convent, to live among the poorest of the poor, and to bring His love to the forgotten corners of the world. The call is clear, but terrifying. Leaving the school, her sisters, and the life she has known means stepping into uncertainty. But she cannot ignore it. After nearly 2 years of prayer and waiting for Vatican approval, she receives permission in 1948 to begin her mission. Mother Teresa discards her traditional habit and takes a simple white sari with a blue border, stepping into the streets of Calcutta with just 5 rupees. Her first home is a small rented room. Her first classroom is the street. Her first patients are the sick and dying who have been abandoned. She has no staff, no building, no plan, only faith and a burning desire to serve. Slowly, others are drawn to her work. Former students and young women inspired by her example begin to help. Seeing the need, Mother Teresa meets with the Archbishop of Calcutta and proposes forming a new religious congregation. In 1950, the Missionaries of Charity are born. The sisters take not only the traditional vows of poverty, chastity, and obedience, but also a fourth vow: give wholehearted service to the poorest of the poor. Their lives are simple: prayer at dawn, service throughout the day, and gratitude at night. Their first homes are open-air classrooms and shelters wherever they are needed. Over the years, Mother Teresa opens homes for the dying, orphanages, clinics for lepers, and soup kitchens. The work grows steadily, slowly spreading across India. By the 1960s, the Missionaries of Charity are recognized by the Vatican, allowing them to expand globally. By the 1970s, they are present on every continent. Homes for the dying, orphanages, and clinics become sanctuaries of hope. People recognize the white sari with blue borders as a symbol of compassion. Mother Teresa receives global recognition, including the Nobel Peace Prize in 1979. Yet she remains humble. She continues to sleep on a wooden bed, eat simple meals, and focus on those in need. She tells the world, "Not all of us can do great things, but we can do small things with great love." Throughout the 1980s and 1990s, she continues her mission despite illness and advancing age. Even as the world hails her as a living saint, she remains dedicated to the poorest, the abandoned, and the forgotten. On September 5th, 1997, at the age of 87, Mother Teresa passes away in Calcutta. Her funeral draws thousands, including the poor whose lives she transformed. The Missionaries of Charity continue her work, now in over 100 countries. In 2003, she is beatified by Pope John Paul II, and in 2016, canonized as Saint Teresa of Calcutta. From a little girl in Skopje, to a nun in a convent, to a global symbol of love, her life is a testament to the power of compassion. Mother Teresa had no wealth, no armies, no political power. She had only 5 rupees, and a heart that chose love. Her life reminds us that even small acts, done with great love, can change the world. Every meal shared, every hand held, every life touched is a story of hope. Her journey from Agnes in Skopje to Sister Teresa in Calcutta schools, to Mother Teresa walking the streets of the slums, shows us that true greatness is found in service, humility, and love. And today, her message continues to inspire millions. Love without limits. Serve without hesitation, and see the divine in every human being. Thank you for watching. If this story inspired you, please like and subscribe for more content that celebrates the best of humanity. We'll see you in the next one.